I don't really know how to begin this video. I killed my wagon. So about 2 months ago, I'm driving and I go to pass someone, downshift, and there's this massive cloud of black smoke behind my car. It turns out I fried a piston ring because my engine oil was very low. Long story short, I had replaced the valve cover and shorted out my oil level sensor. But when that happened, I just done an oil change. I figured, you know what, it's probably fine, probably good for a while. I'll get around to fixing that. And I didn't get around to fixing it. And the engine was 3 liters low on oil. So the N52 takes 7 liters of oil. It had 4 in it. When I downshifted, went to pass, and oil starvation killed the engine. So that leaves me with the question of what to do next. Do I swap in another N52? I was pretty happy with it. We were making 270 horsepower according to the Eurocharged tune, along with my 335 exhaust and everything lovely about that. But then, you know, I had a couple months to think, and another opportunity came along that I just couldn't pass up. So I'm here to show you the donor car, which is in the garage. I'm gonna break down what's in store for this in the next couple months, because we're pulling the engine, we're putting something else in there. And I'm pretty sure you've already guessed it, but anyways, let me show you the donor car. Now you probably already know what kind of engine's inside of it, but before I get to all the details, let's go over how I got this car and why I got it, and that'll break down what I'm going to do with it. So, skipping past the engine, this was in a small collision, hit on this side, and then it dented in the side here. Let me get some more light on this. So if you look, you'll see the strut is actually bent right in, coming up and over. You've got a lower control arm completely bent, tie rod, a little worse for wear. And so with all that, the car, it really wasn't worth repairing, because you probably need a new subframe, whole new suspension, and because of its age and mileage, to get this back on the road safely, new door, you're looking probably $4,000 to $5,000. You can get a clean one for that much, well, clean-ish. But yeah, enough with the suspense. Let me show you the engine. All right, so what we've got here is a 2009 335 Xi. It is automatic, like my wagon. It is N54, unlike my wagon. And this motor is going into the wagon. I lucked out. This car already has forged diverter valves, which ironically are venting to atmosphere and not actually diverting. I'd fix that, but I'm actually going to relocate the inlets to the other side, so that's irrelevant anyways. And I like a good blow-off sound. Blow-off valve. I mean, it's got a custom tune by a tuner out of Toronto, Alex Triggs, which I had on my 335 and absolutely loved. Tune's good for about 380 horsepower at the wheels and about 420, 425 torque. But we're not going to stay with those numbers. No, I've got some upgrades planned for this. The car itself is at 160,000 kilometers, about 100,000 miles. Turbos are functioning, but on their way out. So I'm going to swap those. Well, I'm going to pull those out and I'm going to rebuild them. Yeah, I'll show you those parts when they arrive. I don't want to give away the whole game plan just yet. Let's just say I'm not going for something insane power-wise. I'm just going for something that's, well, I mean, it's still going to be pretty insane. Let's be honest. But over 400 wheel horsepower that's the goal. I want this to be my daily driver. I want it to be, I wouldn't say fuel efficient, because these aren't, you don't buy a 335 for fuel efficiency, but I want it to not be some insane race car that I'm having to fill up every 2 seconds. So that's the goal for this build. Again, we've got diverter valves, it's got a charge pipe, it's got down pipes, and it's already got a intercooler. So over the next few weeks I'm going to be uploading fairly regularly, showing you pretty much every part of this build. I'm going to show you in depth as much as possible. I know it's been done, I know it's doable, and that's that. So I've already got a lot of parts here and a lot of parts on their way. Definitely going to be doing some upgrades, and I'm attempting to exercise some form of self-control so that I don't just go absolutely crazy. Alright, that's it for the update. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, if you want parts off this car and you're in the Toronto area, give me a shout. I've got lots available. Nothing drivetrain related, but everything else is pretty much up for grabs. You can shoot a comment in the comments below, or contact me on social media, and I'd be more than happy to sell you anything that actually is available.